Return with us to Seychelles, where we finish our journey on the island paradise of culture-enriched Praslin and Mahe. We venture to the other side of the world, back to French Polynesia, and continue our exciting excursion through Taitiaroa, Huahina and the Society Islands. Experience true paradise. And finally, we arrive and settle down at one of the many resorts in Vanuatu. This and more in Latitudes. Mahé is the principal island, providing the first tantalizing taste of Seychelles for almost every visitor. Mahé is also where the majority of Seychelles' 81,000 inhabitants live and work. Victoria is the capital, and indeed, the only town in Seychelles. Mahé is also the centre of the fascinating Creole culture that has evolved in Seychelles. A culture reflected in the architecture and in the art. Victoria is also the springboard for full and half-day trips around St. Anne Marine Park and its adjacent islands. Mahé is home to a wide range of hotels, from charming self-catering to sumptuous world-class resorts. Most people come to Seychelles for the beaches, and for very good reasons. Beau Vallon Bay, on the northern side of Mahé, is the hub of tourism activities. The beach itself offers some of the safest bathing on the islands. Away from the bustle of Beau Vallon, all around the coast of Mahé, there are many other spectacular beaches. Beaches where, if you wish, you will find total solitude. The towering mountaintops of this granite island reveal a very different world from that of the beaches below. In the gentle mist that often shrouds the forest, rare plants and unique creatures thrive, such as the world's tiniest frog and the well-camouflaged leaf insect. Tea is grown here in the cool of terraces that fringe the steep mountain reaches. A series of walks and trails explores the secrets of the forest and some of the most spectacular views. Praslin is the second largest of the inner granitic islands and is easily accessed by traditional ferries and also by regular plane and helicopter transfers. The plush new airport terminal also offers an international check-in service that connects with Air Seychelles flights worldwide. In the thickly forested interior of this island lies one of the Seychelles' 2 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The legendary Vallée de Mahé, a magical and mythical ancient rainforest, and one of only 2 places in Seychelles, and indeed the world, where the fabulous coco de mer, the world's largest nut, grows wild. Praslin also boasts perhaps the most perfect beaches. Explore the island, and you'll discover hidden beaches that are frequently ranked among the very best in the world. The islands fall into 2 categories: the outer coral islands, where at least an overnight stay is essential, and the inner granitic islands, most of which are accessible through day trips and excursions. Praslin has a variety of hotels, ranging from attractive beachfront guest houses to 5-star luxury resorts. And it's also home to a new prestigious 18-hole championship golf course. The electric, sensual atmosphere of a matcha on a moonlit Praslin night is an experience never forgotten. Its primitive, provocative rhythms and echo of a distant past, when chanting to the beat of a goatskin drum, was the only escape from a daily routine of hard labour in from the plantations. Just a short crossing from Praslin by traditional ferry, Ladigues is the island where time seems to have stood still. No private cars are allowed, so transport around the 10 square kilometre island is by traditional ox cart or bicycle. At Union Estate, ancient traditions are still alive, including the harvesting of coco de mer and its husk, used to yarn strong fibres for building. Stunning granite boulders and rock formations provide the backdrop to Ladigues beaches, which are also recognised as being some of the finest on our planet. Explore as far afield as your imagination takes you, and enjoy the island paradise that is Seychelles. After a short trip off Tahiti to the north, Aotearoa will make you rediscover a life of paradise. One of the most amazing features of the Society Islands is that this series of motu belongs to the famous American actor Marlon Brando. The main dwellers on these sandy motu are the main variety of migrating seabirds which fully enjoy the long white beaches and crystal clear waters of the lagoon. Scattered across the 12 motu which make up Aotearoa, particularly the motu Tahuna Iti, these beautiful unique seabirds can rarely be missed. With daily tours by ferry across the lagoons, be sure to experience the wonderful paradise that houses these lovely creatures. Huahina is yet another of the Society Islands, which has kept its genuine wildlife and environment where you can discover many archaeological sites. You can also find the various fish traps kept alive today by the ancestral fishing techniques and traditions. And you can also find many attractive rustic hotels that have become typical in these areas. Huahina itself is actually two islands, known as Huahina Nui and Huahina Iti, Big and Little Huahina. Huahina is surrounded by various motus with friendly inhabitants who are proud of sharing their cultural heritage with you. With the luxury of a canoe or four-wheel drive, let yourselves be guided by them to discover a rich and lush trek. Also known as the Garden Island due to its abundance of lush green tropical foliage and wild jungle-like scenery, Huahina is one of the more interesting of the Society Islands to explore. Interconnected by a bridge, both islands can be easily explored in a day or two, making this a travel destination you will never forget. Make sure you experience the culture of the Huahina people and their simple way of life in this island paradise. At only 15 minutes by air from Huahina is Raiatea, which is said to be the cradle of the Polynesian civilization. Along with the marae, among which the most famous one, Tapu Tapu Watia, are the testimonies of its origin. One of the major highlights in Raiatea is the river Wharoa, easily navigable waterways through the Society Islands, which provides a very nice excursion. Raiatea is the second largest island in the French Polynesian archipelago. Thanks to the many passes across the barrier reef around the island, Raiatea has become a large sports centre, which boasts new facilities and infrastructures. Raiatea itself is recognised throughout Tahiti as its sacred island, the cultural heart of all French Polynesia. It's believed by historians that Raiatea was the main stopover point for early Polynesians newly arrived from Hawaii, then known as Hawaii. Located within the same lagoon that encompasses the two islands, Taha and its gorgeous excursions to the various motus, surrounded by sapphire and gold clear lagoons, will eventually take you to discover its lush forests. Taha's nickname is the Vanilla Island. In fact, the island boasts a full 80% of all Tahiti's vanilla production. You will stay overnight in a charming little boarding house where the owners will gladly take you to their farming pearl stations. There are many of these pearl farms dotted around the lagoon and are legendary for their superb quality, high aesthetic appeal and value. After stops at Taha and Raiatea, you will reach the island of Bora. As soon as you land, the Pearl of the Pacific will offer you the multiple blue colours of her lagoon. The many hotels equipped with private isolated bungalows, in which the guests may comfortably enjoy the superb Bora landscapes. In the evening, sumptuous buffets providing local food can be eaten outside, while traditional dancing events are staged. There are plenty of recreative activities in Bora, and most especially recreation in the field of water sports. You may practice any of the many activities you've always dreamed of: flying, swimming, exploring the fantastic underwater world of sharks and manta rays without being exposed to danger. Bora's lagoon is its most treasured feature and allows the traveller many opportunities to experience it in a variety of ways. Two towering peaks of sheer black rock dominate the centre of the island. Discover the beauty that is Bora. If you stay in Bora during the month of October, you'll certainly be lucky to attend the last part of the famous canoe race, Hawaii Iki Nui Wā, one of the many major sports events in all of French Polynesia. Maupiti is the westernmost high island of the Society Archipelago, and also the smallest. But is often considered one of the most beautiful islands of the South Seas. Along the reefs, you may stay at the boarding houses, where the local people will be happy to help you discover the immense desert white sand beaches. True paradise. The closest archipelago from the Society Islands is the Tuamotu Archipelago. On this atoll, a coral ring on the surface of the ocean is of enthralling beauty. Having brought along your diving mask, you'll admire wonderful sights of schools of multicoloured fish, the ballet of some manta rays, and quickly scourging sharks. The many coconut crows allow the Paumotos, who are the Tuamotu Island dwellers, to yarn and harvest copra. Peaceful family life is the way of life in the many islands in the Tuamotu Archipelago. Manihi provides a good quality accommodation and hospitality, which makes it almost impossible not to enjoy an unforgettable stay. Pearl farms are scattered across Tuamotu, the black pearl being a very valuable resource in the Tuamotus. After a short trip by plane or ferry from Rangiroa, you will discover the atoll of Tikahau, which today houses newly built bungalows and is the second most travelled island outside of Rangiroa. Tiki Hau is well known to be the atoll best stocked with fish in French Polynesia. The islands are not a common destination for travellers due to their remoteness and lack of developed tourism industry. A stay here will provide you with one of the most relaxing and intense feelings that come from your experiences with nature and its beauty, and from the people who care for you in their charming little boarding houses. This is for people who want a true remote Pacific Island experience. The Port Villa Resort and Casino is about a 5-minute drive from downtown. This is a deluxe resort from the stunning architecture of the lobby to the beautifully appointed rooms. Le Méridien has outdoor facilities second to none. Both swimming pools feature friendly service and poolside baths. You can play golf, tennis, beach volleyball, and there are plenty of water sports. Located on their own island paradise, the overwater bungalows are magnificent. Imagine breakfast by canoe, but if you choose to venture back to the resort, the swing bridge takes you directly to the Veranda restaurant. Le Méridien has excellent banquet and meeting facilities for those offshore meetings and conferences. The Children's Club is much loved. And if this is a very special time for yourself, let Air Vanuatu help make your wedding day a day to remember in true Vanuatu style. After dark, Le Méridien's entertainment program continues. Then play late at the Palms Casino. Try your luck at the roulette table whilst you sip your favourite cocktail. Or you could test your skill against the blackjack dealer. Good luck and enjoy yourself. This magnificent resort has it all. Nestled close to the heart of Port Villa, the Melanesian is a short stroll to downtown.
Hello, welcome to the Melanesian Port Villa.
Merci.
Your stay at the Melanesian will leave you well rested and stress-free. Relax with a light snack by the Oasis pool, or enjoy room service in your comfortably spacious and well-appointed rooms. The Melanesian can offer you diverse experiences, from carver tasting or mat weaving to eating great pizza at Gino's. Every evening around the pool, string bands from different islands in Vanuatu entertain you and share their music. Your stay is a true Melanesian experience. At White Sands Country Club, there's an 18-hole international standard golf course and all the associated facilities, including a pro shop and golf buggies. Set in a coconut grove, a variety of spacious bungalows are perfect to spend a few days in. There are tennis courts and a pool and a restaurant. Blue Water Island Resort is located 30 minutes away from Port Villa. It's a family-orientated resort, set next to a turquoise lagoon. Individual bungalows are nestled on the water's edge. They are spacious and each has its own balcony. Every week a Melanesian feast is held on the adjacent island. It has the reputation of being one of the most lavish and authentic of feasts. The dancers and singers perform with much enthusiasm. Ericor Island Resorts is one of the most romantic in the South Pacific. A great resort for honeymooners. The waterside bungalows offer total relaxation. poppies on the lagoon is Vanuatu's only 4-star resort that offers 1, 2 and 3-bedroom suites, cottages and bungalows. Pango Resort at Paradise Cove offers self-contained bungalows in a spectacular setting. With snorkeling at your doorstep, a swimming pool and Port Villa's only real Italian restaurant. Jackie's Bistro restaurant serves authentic French and Mediterranean food, using only the freshest of ingredients. Harbourside and Café restaurant features French, Mediterranean and Thai cuisine. Because of its delicious food, it is one of Port Villa's most popular restaurants, and it's also a BYO. The Olympic takeaway is convenient and a little familiar. Try the Big Fala burger or fresh local fish and chips. Next door is El Gecko Restaurant. Le Café du Village is set on the waterfront and is open 7 days and 7 nights a week. Great location, great food, great restaurant. Le Oustelet is the restaurant that most French expats call their second home. Clément, the maitre d', is one of the great characters of Port Vila, and his food reflects the man. That's why patrons return time and time again for their favourite dish. Join us in another episode of Latitudes as we continue through the many more tourist destinations in Vanuatu. Join us again when we next trek the globe and explore fabulous and exciting holiday destinations. For further information regarding any story on this episode, log on to www.pbtv.com.au. This program is proudly supported by PATA and Always Dive Australia.